10 Body Languages of a Cheating Wife. Marriage is the longest act of worship undertaken by a couple, and in it, there is not only happiness that accompanies, but small quarrels are bound to occur. More than that, sometimes one partner will feel bored and feel unhappy walking hand in hand with their partner. So when it's like that, the marriage that is being lived will feel bland and unpleasant. If the boredom and blandness is allowed to drag on without being resolved by improving communication and fostering love between partners, then it will often trigger an affair. Cheating is a term used in relation to dishonest actions, cheating, and violating the commitment of relationship loyalty to their partner, be it a lover, wife, or husband. So far, people might argue that men are more prone to cheating than women. However, in reality, there are also many women who have the heart to cheat on their partners. In fact, according to a survey, since 1990, women who are unfaithful or cheat on their partners have always increased every year. Usually, this can be triggered by economic factors that are unstable, or feel that there is someone who understands more and wants to obey his wishes than his partner. Speaking of cheating wives, maybe the husband actually suspects something is wrong with his wife by seeing her body language or behavior that starts to change, but it is always dismissed on the pretext that the wife would not have the heart to do that. And if the husband has begun to be suspicious of the wife's attitude, there is nothing wrong with the husband starting to know the body language of the cheating wife, to find out and be more convincing whether it is true that his wife's movements show that she is cheating. Cheating is a sign of an unhealthy romantic relationship and is one of the causes of family disharmony. So, before the relationship gets more destroyed, consider the following explanation of the signs of a cheating wife. Number 1. Excessive change. Being a housewife is not easy. Sometimes, because she is too busy taking care of housework, the wife forgets to take care of herself. Usually, the wife will look more indifferent to her appearance and will only look neat and simple when going out. Looking neat when leaving the house is natural, but when your wife is excessive in her style of clothing and makeup, it looks like you as a husband should start to be suspicious. Especially when the wife is excessively preening when leaving the house without being accompanied by you as a husband. It might be a sign that your wife likes someone and wants to look beautiful in order to attract that person's attention. Number 2. Changing her cell phone password. Cell phones may be a very private item for some people, but when someone is married, some people will give their spouse permission to freely see whatever is in their partner's cell phone as a form of openness and mutual trust towards each other, such as knowing each other's cell phone passwords or personal accounts. So, when your wife always secretly opens her cell phone around you and suddenly changes her cell phone password and personal account that you already know, then you should start to be wary of your wife. If your wife argues that all her accounts have been hacked, try to check back and say that you want to know the passwords of her cell phone and other accounts like before. If your wife still makes excuses and does not want to tell you, then there is a possibility that your wife has lied and is hiding something. It could be that what she is hiding are messages with another man, and your wife is afraid that you might find out if you know all her private passwords and cell phone. Number 3. Starts to lie often. In a relationship, trust and openness are very important things for both parties, especially in a husband and wife relationship that has been running for a very long time and will last a long time. Because the key to a durable and harmonious relationship is openness, so that in the future it will not cause suspicion or misunderstanding. Usually, people who lie will be easily detected by looking at their speaking style, which is suddenly nervous and does not want to see the other person. And if your wife seems to lie often, it could be that your wife is hiding something big from you. Number 4. Do not want to be touched. If your wife does not want to be touched, looks uncomfortable, and tends to avoid when you are alone at home or are walking together outside the house, even though there is no quarrel, and your relationship with your wife feels fine, then you need to be aware of it because it could be that your wife has had an affair with another man. Number 5. Does not give you a hug after intercourse. When your wife is reluctant to hug or give you an intimate touch after sex, and prefers to pat or rub your back briefly as a form of pleasantries, this could be a warning that your wife has another man who may be emotionally more attached and close to your wife than you as her husband. If you're still unsure, it's best to ask your wife to avoid guessing. Number 6. The smile. Pay attention to the smiles your wife gives you. If your wife smiles and beams more easily at certain objects or at her phone, and you are not allowed to know about what makes her laugh so easily while looking at her phone, it could be one of the possibilities that your wife is playing with other men behind your back. Number 7. Eyes that are wide open. According to a face reading expert named Naomi Tickle, one of the psychological facts of women in love, or a sign that a woman is in love with another man, is seen from her eyes that become wide open, which makes her eyebrows appear close to the eyes. Number 8. Playing with your hair often. Based on some research studies, if a woman plays with her hair more often, it could be that she is remembering her romantic relationship with another man. So, if your wife is daydreaming in front of you while playing with her hair and with a radiant smile, it is possible that your wife is thinking about another man. Number 9. Refusing to have intercourse. One of the things that can underlie that the wife has another man behind your back is if the wife always refuses and makes excuses to have sex with you. This can happen because the wife feels that having intercourse with you is no longer as fun as it used to be, and instead feels bland, cold, and there is no emotional feeling that feels close and warm. Number 10. Avoiding meeting with your husband's friends or family. All people who are hiding the secret of their infidelity will definitely tend to stay away from the people around their partner, because they feel that the more often they meet and mingle with people in their partner's environment, the greater the frequency of their secrets being revealed. Therefore, if your wife suddenly becomes distanced or distances herself from your family and friends, it could be that your wife is keeping a secret and does not want her affair to be exposed. The signs of infidelity described above are not all the same and are carried out by every wife who has an affair. Or maybe, the body language that gives a special message that you see in your wife does not refer to infidelity and is different from the actual reality. Then it's good for you to keep asking about the things that have made you suspicious all this time. And if your wife continues to make excuses and does not want to be honest, try to keep investigating her and keep an eye on the body language she displays so that you are sure whether your wife is having an affair or not. I hope this information can provide positive benefits for all of you. Tell me your opinion in the comments column. If you like this video, please join our channel. May we always be given health and happiness.